baby, I'm bad. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Welcome, race fans, to Iowa Speedway for tonight's running in the IAA Truck Series. We've got 130 laps to run here tonight. The trucks have finished qualifying and are currently gridding up. We have got a 22 truck count tonight. While they are gridding up, let's take you through the rundown. Alright, a graphic doesn't work until they're actually forming up, I guess. Alright, well, starting off on the pole is going to be Wesley Crump with Justin Durand on his outside. Row 2 is going to be Richard Slavely and David Durand. Row 3 will be George Fehrenbacher and Dalton Schley. Row 4 will be Jeff Pogo and Zane Bailey. Row 5, Dustin Coggin and Blaine Driggers. Row 6, Dave Stinson, Dustin German. Row 7, Ty Dahlman, Noah Abbott. Row 8, Sean Merriman and Alan Duggar. Row 9, Chris Spencer and Scott Griffin. Row 10, Daniel Dill and Randy Brashears is going to be bringing up the rear of the field. And the green flag is out here at Iowa. There we go. Apologize for the technical difficulties. We're back on track now, as Wesley Crump's going to bring him down the back stretch with David Durand behind him in that 24 truck, and Justin Durand in the 9 behind him. We got a little bit of side-by-side action behind them. Actually, Swavely's looking to take that third place position from Durand. Look a little deeper in the field. We've got a bunch of side-by-side trucks right here. It's like Ty Dahlman in that 34 on the outside. They're almost pushing 3 wide, but we got a caution out on the track. Oh, right there. I think that's Swavely. Yes, it is. Let's back that up a bit. All right, here we go. Oh, looks like he just got loose on his own. and gets down into the grass. That's going to bring out caution number 1 here at Iowa. So we got a couple of trucks opting to pit right here. It's Merriman and Dill. Looks like Crump is going to be holding down the lead, continuing to hold the lead down. Alright, that pace car is just about to pull onto pit road. Got that green flag in hand, and there he goes, throwing it through the air. And Crump is going to take him to the line with a great restart. Is Durand behind him? Zane Bailey, Zane Bailey in third place right there. Side by side is the 13 of George Fehrenbacher. Oh, a little bit of side contact with that 8 of Pogo. Keeps it going just fine. Almost pushing 3 wide right here. German in that 96 is going to push ahead. Just enough to keep that from going 3 wide as they were heading into turn 1 back there. Swavely all the way in the back, gonna have to make his way back up. Currently sitting in 18th place after that. That was only second lap. Crump continuing to lead with a 4/10 over Justin Durand and Zane Bailey. Here comes German moving underneath Pogo, at least making the attempt. Coming up out of turn 2 there, it's pretty close quarters right there. Still battling as they head into turn number 1. Now that 8's going to surge ahead while we got Fehrenbacher trying to get into this battle. However, German's got a decent run up off the corner, but it's not going to be enough as German's got him cleared now. Pogo has him cleared. Now Fehrenbacher trying to make a move by German in that 96 truck. Brian Beach in the 22, repping that Mountain Dew Baja Blast as I've seen him do so many times. Slavely getting by the 39 of Scott Griffin. Back up front, Crump again continuing to lead, but Durand is reeling him in quickly, and Bailey has dropped back just a bit from Durand, still in 3rd place, but that gap has opened up. Durand's got his sights on Crump and that lead spot as we are on lap 14 of 130 here tonight at Iowa. You're watching the IAA Truck Series on the 15 Studios YouTube channel. Bit of side-by-side action here. That is Duggar in the 12 with Merriman. That 18 truck. Merriman trying to get his nose under Duggar in that truck. Man, I really they're the same drivers from the Xfinity series, of course. A lot of them anyways, and their numbers are not the same, and it's really throwing me off. Duggar's in the 24 in the Xfinity Series, 12 over here. It's messing me all up. I'll have to get used to it, though. Stick with us. It's only race number 4 in the season. Crump still holding off Durand. He's got 2/10 over him now as they hit the line. Coggin trying to make a move under Driggers. Changing paint schemes, that messes me up too. I think Driggers was in a Kubota paint scheme last week or maybe the week before. Everybody continuing to keep this one pretty clean. Some mild battles going on, not a whole lot. Good to see, get some green flag laps in there. It'd be nice. We can get some long runs. We can see some strategies getting played here. As Pogo and Schley are battling for the 4th position. Looks like Schley's going to just fall in behind Pogo. Down the backstretch they go. Duggar and Merriman still kind of back and forth on that position, or Merriman trying to work on Duggar at least. He's got his nose to the high, but Duggar's going to slide up in front of him. And here we go. Here comes Spencer in the 11 truck. He's going to be looking underneath that 12 now. Not quite to him. Here he goes. He's going to send it down into the corner. Continuing 2-2 is Chris Spencer just about upside with the 12 truck and loses it. Not loses, I should say. He got loose. Collects it up. He only loses the 1 spot to Brian Beach in that 22. And here comes Beach looking on the low side of Duggar. Got another battle right here with Coggin and Driggers. Coggins in the low side. He's going to try and send it in under Driggers, but Driggers is going to have a run coming off the corner. Is he going to be able to keep him clear? It looks like he's not. Coggins going to continue to run down on the low side, now sending it down into turn 1. Coggin trying to keep the momentum going well. He's not all the way down the line, running as high as he can without running Driggers up into the wall. It's not going to work for him at the moment. Driggers going to take the line away from him, and here comes the 5 truck of Abbott. Abbott down below Coggin now. Coggin's going to fall back in line behind Driggers. And is he going to send on the low side? He is. And Abbott's going to try and send it down low. They're about to go 3 wide. They're going to file back out, single file as they hit the backstretch now. And while we're watching that battle, the lead has changed from Justin Durand. Has stolen the lead from Wesley Crump. Durand sends it on the low side, and he's going to close the door on Crump, and that's how they're going to head down into turn number 1. Now we can see Coggin has made his way by Driggers. Well, he's trying. He's still side by side. Looks like Abbott's trying another line, moving back up to the high side. Brian Beach is trying to get in this fight as well. Coggin just cannot get by Driggers and make it stick. Looks like he's going to need that that high line to make it work, but Driggers is just keeping Coggin where he needs to be. And just not in his preferred line, I guess. Here comes Noah Abbott trying to poke his nose underneath. Brian Beach gets by Abbott. Side by side, Beach and Coggin going down in turn 1. Front trucks continuing to be just about single file. We got a little bit of action right here with Bailey. Bailey, German, and Schley. It's like German and Schley next to each other. This battle back here is still brewing. However, Brian Beach looks like he's just about got Driggers cleared. I'm betting Beach was probably saving his equipment a little bit. Almost 30 laps into this one. Got about just over 100 to go. So Brian Beach has made his way past that group of trucks that has been fighting. I think Merriman might have just hit the wall. He's definitely off pace. So Abbott looks like he's going to try and make a move on Driggers now. It's not quite close enough to him yet, though, but he's going to be running that low line. Wow. Coggin going to take the low line this time. Heading down into 3 and coming up out of 4. Whoa, Spencer almost takes out Abbott. Close call on the back bumper going around, trying to dip to the low side. Spencer with a much faster truck. Making quick work out of Abbott as he's got him just about cleared. And Abbott's got a run going to the corner. He's going to look on the high side of Driggers, but he's not going to be able to do it. And Spencer's going to get under Driggers now. Spencer has got his nose out ahead of Driggers. He's going to try and close the door as they come up off of turn number 2 now. And he's going to complete that pass. Now Abbott still trying to work on Driggers in that 14 truck. There he goes. He's trying to make a move. Just having a hard time getting enough of a run off the bottom where Driggers just has too much that he just can't compete with it. At least Abbott's not able to. We've seen some other trucks get by Driggers. He's just taking the preferred line. which is really holding people up and making it difficult to get by. Looks like Durand has really extended his lead out here now. That 66 is not a second place. That's a lap down truck. We got, here's Wesley Crump in second place. I think about just over a second between them. That 66 is Dave Stinson. Duggar in that 12 truck. I think we got a handful of people that saved their stuff up for the end of the race because Duggar just flew by Driggers. Driggers got to run off the corner. He's closing it up. However, Duggar's able to keep that thing moving ahead. So this group right here seems to be the most action right here around Driggers and Abbott. And Coggin is back in this one. So Coggin on the low side of Driggers heading down into turn one. Noah Abbott under Richard Swavely in the outside in that 52 truck. He has made his way up to 14th as we're inside 100 to go. These two rows of trucks continuing to just run side by side. Ooh, but it's contact between Spencer and Schley. Spencer's going to get that position away from Schley. Coggin, Drigger is still next to each other with Abbott and Swavely next to each other behind them. Ty Dahlman, let's see if he saved his tires or not. Maybe he's able to get up with this group and get by them as well. Kind of seems like this group is just kind of stalling themselves out, battling each other. Oh, contact, Driggers and Abbott. Wow, great save by Abbott. Let's bring that one back. Oh, and Driggers just kind of comes down. Abbott, what a great save by him. Let's do one more. We'll go on board with Abbott. Yeah, Driggers just comes down and yeah, great save by Noah Abbott right there. Justin Durand continuing to lead this one and open the lead gap over Wesley Crump in second place. Jeff Pogo on that 8 has his sights on Crump, trying to see if he can reel him in. Looks like Coggin has closed the door on Swavely, making that pass complete. Driggers has fallen back behind Abbott now. Field very spread out amongst the track. Coggin and Abbott backed side by side. Duggar getting by Schley for 9th place. Schley's going to look on the inside. He's not going to be able to make that pass back. Triggers right on the back bumper of Daniel Dill in that 21 truck. Gotta imagine we're gonna see green stops any time now. Randy Bashir's back here in 20th. About to go a lap down by Justin Durand. He's on the back bumper here of Randy Bashir's. Here comes the leader. Dahlman and Scott Griffin about to get into it here. Griffin's trying to make a move on the low side of Dahlman. Dahlman possibly getting stalled out by Driggers in the corner. He's got a great run off the corner though. And Stinson in the 66 behind them. He's definitely got fresher tires. He's making a heck of a run on the bottom. So, looks like we haven't had any pit takers other than that first caution. Dill, Dahlman, and Merriman. Dahlman and Griffin continuing to run side by side. As I say that, Griffin gets the pass. Looks like Stinson was loose up the corner. .39 of Scott Griffin has completed the pass over Driggers as well. Driggers just slowly falling back. Here goes Dahlman, but we got that 24 truck of Durand Jr. He's usually up there with his brother Justin. Currently residing back here in 17th position. Making the pass on the outside of Ty Dahlman. Durand Jr. still trying to get by Driggers and complete that pass. And he's going to close the door here. He does it. Durand going to come across the line for lap number 60. got one car on pit road. Fehrenbacher in that 13. He's going to take 4 tires. So if he's going to start off the green flag pit stops, yes, looks like it. We got Pogo, Driggers. Looks like Swavely, Coggin. Noah Abbott on pit road. Coggin is pulling off of pit road. Here comes Zane Bailey entering. I say all these guys are going to just take 4 tires and fill it full of fuel. So we're almost halfway through this one. Crump hitting pit road. Like Durand, your leader, is going to hit pit road. Dustin German in that 96 truck has just taken the lead. And he's going to hit pit road, and Brian Beach and Randy Bashir all going to follow. Oh, German locks up the tires and almost gets the barrels. Hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty. Coming in a little too hot. Alan Duggar up leading now. Scott Griffin in the 39 truck. Gonna have to close up on Duggar. However, we are in the middle of our green flag stops, of course. And here comes Duggar now, heading down pit road. Scott Griffin gonna follow. David Duran, Sean Merriman. Merriman looked like the back end come out of that thing just a bit. Spencer just pulling off a pit road now. I'm seeing, oh, Randy Brashear's on the apron. No caution yet. He might just try to tow that so they don't get a caution. Yeah, that's what he did. Randy, of course, being one of the admins, league owner, just wanting to keep that thing, keep it green. These green flag runs are very enjoyable for the drivers. And, of course, we are now currently in the strategy part of the race. Looks like he was just trying to keep it down low, and that's kind of weird. The back end just kind of snapped. He wasn't even going that fast. Very odd. Fortunately, no caution. Randy did have to tow, though, so he's going to have to sit there while that truck is towing. Ty Dahlman on pit road. Current leader, Justin Durand, has made his way back up to first place. Pogo sitting in second. And Fehrenbacher up in third. Fehrenbacher, don't forget, he was the first truck to hit the green flag stop, so his tires have more laps on them than anyone else at this point. Stinson and Duggar side by side, since he's going to fall in behind Duggar now. Durand right on the back bumper of Pogo. Unfortunately, it's not for position. As Durand and Pogo, well, Justin Durand and Pogo are 1-2. Currently watching David Durand in that 24 truck. Continuing on this great green flag run with lap 73 of 130. We only had one caution, and that was just on lap 2 for a self-spinner. Crump in third right now, under attack from that 21. And there's Fehrenbacher behind Crump. He's going to try and make a move on Crump once he gets a little bit closer, try and get that third place spot away from him. Dahlman and Brian Beach side by side. This one also is not for position. Beach is actually currently in 5th right now. Stinson and Griffin both a lap down. Stinson in that 39 truck. Looks like he's inching in on Coggin and Duggar. Maybe try to throw his hat in this little battle. Though Coggin and Duggar would not be for position. Looks like Fehrenbacher has lost a big gap on Crump. Crump all over that 21 truck. Again, that one's not for position either. Not a whole heck of a lot of movement in the pack. Swavely, he just brushed a wall, or he was very close to it. We got Bailey behind him in that 20. Ooh, close. That 39. 39 Scott Griffin drifted up almost into Coggins' rear quarter. Continuing to have to battle lap traffic is Poco. However, here comes Crump. He sent it on the low side. They're going to go 3 wide with Abbott on the outside. Abbott's going to pull ahead just a bit. Abbott being one of those lap trucks. 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Still 3 wide now as they're heading down into turn 1 with that Ada Pogo in the middle. Crump down low. Abbott on the high side. Abbott not for position as he's a lap truck, but he's going to surge ahead. That 18's a lapper as well. Got to be frustrating trying to battle each other while you got a couple of lap trucks that are just as easily able to keep up with you and aren't just giving positions up. That 5 of Abbott way up towards the wall. 18's going to fall back. It's Merriman in the 18. And now here comes Fehrenbacher and Dahlman. Starting to stack up now. Pogo and Crump. Oh, and Abbott's into the wall. Abbott gets the wall going into 1, and it's going to cause him a couple of spots. Fehrenbacher trying to poke his nose underneath. Side by side, Fehrenbacher and Abbott now heading down into turn 1. Pogo's got Abbott cleared. Get that lap truck out of the way. He's got one more lapper in front of him in that 18 truck. Justin Durand continues. Oh, and we got contact there. Fehrenbacher and Abbott slammed doors coming off of turn 4. Neither of them even got loose, but that was a good door slam. It was a little bit on each of their parts. Abbott might have come down a bit. Fehrenbacher up just a bit. They met in the middle. Fehrenbacher's going to take the high line now. Oh, Abbott. One of the pits hot. Is that Pogo? Looks like Pogo and Crump both opting to pit now on lap 93. Let's back that up a bit. I think Abbott had a bit of a rough pit entry there. It's like had a bit of a wiggle. He was able to keep it back under the line in barrels. Fehrenbacher's going to move up to second now. Durand with a huge lead. Over 7 seconds. It's coming up on his brother, David Durand. Fehrenbacher having to deal with Dahlman, another lap car. Dalton Schley on pit road. Stinson, Brashears. Not sure if Brashears actually came back out after having that issue. Beach currently running in third, looking underneath. Fehrenbacher not quite able to. Fehrenbacher's going to throw it down low. Maybe that was a block. Send it back to the high side. Here comes Beach looking on the low side now. Dahlman's right there running the middle lane, though. And Fehrenbacher gets into the wall. That's going to let Beach get by him easy. So Beach is now running in second position. Again, Durand in first place with now a 7.5 second lead. Dahlman and Merriman side by side as they go across the line. They're both running way up high there. Beach gonna send it from the low up to the high line, coming out of turn 2. Crump under Bailey. Crump is currently in 14th, being shown 1 lap down because he pitted, but that did not seem to kick off green flag stops. I think that was a strategy call. Drigger is making a move on the high side of Bailey. Abbott with some fresh tires going around the outside of Bailey as well. Coggin gonna hit pit road. Fehrenbacher's on pit road. Got about 28 laps to go. Now we're gonna see more green flag pit stop cycle through. That's not guaranteed, but that's my opinion. Pogo currently running in 10th. 1 lap down. Looks like the top 7 are on the lead lap. It's looking like Durand Jr., David Durand that is the last car on the lead lap. Brian Beach still running second place. He has not pitted. We'll see if they're going to try and make it to the end. I'm not sure if they have enough fuel, if they were in the window the last time they pitted. Pogo gets by Dahlman for 9th place. Swavely getting past those lead lap trucks on the low side. Lead lappers with much older tires. Let's take a look. Everybody's pitted. Well, the top 7 pitted on lap 66. It's looking pretty much everybody pitted between 90 and 100-ish. So again, the only ones that have not pitted are the top 7. Looks like actually the top 8 have not pitted. Daniel Dill in 8th, but he is a lap down, although he has not pitted. Current running order: Justin Duran, Brian Beach, Justin German, Chris Spencer, and Alan Duggar, your top 5. I think Randy decided to call this one and just fulfill the admin duties for the night. Abbott sends it to the low side. Trying to get by that 85 of Schley, but he's not quite able to do it. Schley underneath German. German in 3rd place, but again on those older tires. Looks like, yeah, Duran maybe going to try and just hold off that lead lap. 19 more laps. Fehrenbacher trying to put a pass on Schley. Down on the low side. Looks like he's going to try and slide up in front of him, but he's not quite clear of him. Unable to close the door. He's going to send it on the low side again. Fehrenbacher has cleared Schley as they come up out of turn 4. Crump and Beach side by side. Crump with those pressure tires getting by Brian Beach for 2nd place. Or excuse me, Brian Beach in 2nd place. Crump still off the lead lap. Looks like this pass he's trying to make on Dahlman is for position. That's going to be for 10th. The side by side, Crump's going to send it low. Didn't send it too deep, but he's going to pick up the throttle a bit earlier than Dahlman, and slam goes the door. Dahlman takes a peek down low. He doesn't think it's quite there, and he's just going to let it go. Crump now back into the top 10. Swavely on the outside of German. Whoa, big crossover on Swavely by Abbott. Now Swavely has a great run on the high side. Surges right by Abbott like nothing. And here comes the 18 truck of Merriman. That is for position under Abbott and gets right by Abbott like he wasn't even moving. Abbott takes a peek down low, but he's just not got anything for him. And now Merriman looking under Swavely. He's right to his side. See where Pogo is in comparison to Durand. Alright, so Pogo's within reach of getting his lap back, as he is chasing down Durand. Of course, it's not going to put him up in the top spot, but that'll get him his lap back. If there is a caution that comes out, he'll be able to get around and catch up with the field. By the way this race is going, I don't see a caution coming out as we got 10 laps to go. These guys have done a great job keeping this race super clean tonight. Again, the only caution we had was on lap 2 for just a self-spin. We've had a bit of contact between a few trucks and some great saves. Justin Durand is going to keep out leading. Looks like Brian Beach is within 5 seconds of him now. Daniel Dill had a wiggle off of turn 4 on the outside of Driggers. Zane Bailey opted to pit. So that's going to put him... There he is. He's going to put him in 15th place. Here comes Pogo. He's going to get his lap back here. So Pogo back on the lead lap. Crump is now the first truck a lap down, so if the caution were to come out, he would get the lucky dog, given that he wasn't in whatever brought out the caution. German holding down 3rd place, but he's got Spencer right behind him. Current battle for 3rd place. Like neither of them took tires. Spencer's gonna dip it down low in an aggressive move to the low side. Down on the low side, Spencer's trying to make a move past German. They're gonna go 3 wide with Abbott on the high side. German's gonna fall back in line behind Abbott. Now they're gonna look 3 wide again as they head down into turn 3. Spencer down low, German in the middle, Abbott up high. Abbott close to the wall, keeps it off of there. Spencer's going to fall in behind the 2 of them as they head side by side down into turn 1, and Abbott is into the wall. That's going to let German close the door on Abbott. Spencer trying to get past Abbott for that, so he can get up to German to try and take that spot, that top 3rd spot away from him. He's going to slide in front of Abbott. Close that door. Abbott's not on the lead lap. He says, get out of here, man. You're not even in this fight. We got 3 laps to go. We're battling for a podium spot. Spencer continuing to try and chase down German. Abbott looking around like he's not ready to let them go, even if it's not for a spot. He's here to race. We've got just 2 laps to go. Brian Beach reeling in Durand. Inside of 3 seconds now, but he might have waited a bit too long to get on the throttle as we've got just 1 lap to go. Justin Durand continuing to lead this one. He's led almost every lap here tonight at Iowa. He's going to bring it through turn 4 one more time. Bailey's going to slam the door on the leader. And Justin Durand is going to be your winner. Brian Beach going to bring it home in 2nd. Dustin German's going to be 3rd. Chris Spencer, unable to make that pass on German, is going to settle for 4th. Whew, what a great green flag race that was. Again, all green from lap 2, which was again a self-spin. Justin Durand going to whip that thing around. Do some burnouts. So your final results. Justin Durand brings it home in the podium position in 1st. Brian Beach 2nd. Dustin German 3rd. Chris Spencer is 4th. Alan Duggar 5th. Jeff Pogo 6th. 7th is David Durand. Wesley Crump is 8th. First car 1 lap down. George Fehrenbacher 9th. Ty Dahlman brings the top 10 home. Richard Slavely 11th. Daniel Dill 12th. 13th is Dustin Coggins. Zane Bailey ends up in 14th after having a pit with only a few laps to go. Unfortunately, puts him a lap down. Blaine Driggers in 15th. Sean Merriman is in 16th. Noah Abbott 17th. 18th is Dalton Schley. Scott Griffin's 19th. Dave Stinson 20th. Randy Brashears is 21st. And 22nd is Scott Thomason. Actually, looks like Scott Thomason did not start the race. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with your top finishers. Welcome back to Iowa Speedway. We've got our top 3 finishers with us. We'll start off with Dustin German. Let's see, we gotta pull him down here. Dustin German bringing it home in 3rd place. Dustin, tell us how you did it. Dustin, you got us? Don't think we have Dustin.
Hey, you got me?
Hey, there he is.
Hey, my bad. Dude, we ran to halfway there to lap 65 and pitted, and we figured, if we had to save a little bit on the next side of the 65, we'll be able to make it, and that's what we did. A lot of guys kind of pitted like 5 or 7 laps before, halfway, and I think it kind of bit them.
So, fuel strategy paying off and putting you on the podium tonight. Who do you want to thank, Dustin?
I just want to thank you guys, all the guys at IAA, and you guys broadcasting this thing, and everybody at home watching. Smoke Show Racing, my team, SRTV on the hood.
All right. Congratulations on that podium finish tonight, Dustin.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's bring Brian Beach in here. Brian Beach bringing it home in 2nd place, creeping up through the field throughout the night. Tell us how you ended up in 2nd place.
Yeah, pretty good race there. Guess even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again. Couple seconds at Iowa. Just kind of took it easy there, running the bottom. Everybody else seemed to want to be high and middle. I just kind of stuck to the bottom the whole race and worked out on fuel and worked out on tires.
So another fuel strategy, bringing a podium finisher, Brian Beach. Who do you want to thank tonight?
As always, gotta appreciate IAA for putting this up. Appreciate you for doing the broadcast. Everybody that comes over and races this, and hell of a win there for Justin, being able to save that much.
All right, congratulations on the podium, Brian.
I appreciate it.
And now our winner, Justin Durand, bringing it into victory lane again. That's back-to-back truck wins for you. And just absolutely dominant tonight, leading almost every single lap. Tell us how you did it and how you are keeping this momentum going.
Just really patient all night. I mean, track was pretty hot, like 115 most of the day, so you had to be pretty patient on throttle, make sure you weren't overheating your right front, especially how much you could slide off the corner. So just took it easy most of the race, and just saved that tire, which ended up pretty much getting the gap for everybody else. So that's pretty much how.
Now we saw Brian Beach was closing in at the end of the race. Were you starting to get worried that he might be able to get you?
Not really. I figured that he had to do a little bit of fuel saving like myself. I was most of that run about a lap and a half to 2 laps short, so I had a huge 7-8 second lead, so I was just kind of clutching it just to guarantee I was going to make it. Ended up running out of fuel on the parade lap, couldn't even burn it out, but I felt pretty confident in that lead there.
Well, just enough fuel to make it to the checker. That's all you needed. So, again, you won last week, so it's back-to-back. How are you going to try to continue and keep this momentum going on to next week as you try for hat trick?
It's really important to get today as well as Vegas last week, because I think we go to Milwaukee next week. I'm not really all that good there. And then Darlington the week after, that's probably one of my worst tracks, so very important to get on the right foot early on in the season. See if we can just have some good finishes there.
All right, well, congratulations on tonight's win, as well as back-to-back wins in the Truck Series here tonight. Who do you want to thank?
Just the rest of the field. Very clean all night. Had like an early spin caution. After that, went green the entire way, so that was a good thing to see. Everybody running pretty clean. Very solid race, and then hopefully look good on the broadcast for you.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the win tonight and the back-to-backs, of course, Justin.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at 1-5 Studios. We'd like to thank you for joining us. And what a great race we've had tonight. Justin Duran's going to bring it home in victory lane. Long green flag race here tonight. Almost right out of the get-go after a self-spin on lap 2. So again, great green flag racing. Good job by all the drivers here tonight. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at 1-5 Studios. And we will see you at the next track.